Hey everyone, I'm back again with another r/relationship advice, and this one is titled, How do you tell the difference between genuinely having feelings towards a person or just missing the idea of having someone around for their company? Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Let's get right into it. I've been seeing this guy over the past year. We first met around 8 years ago in high school, lost contact when he dropped out, and out of nowhere he checked in to see how life was going for me. At that point, I had been single for a year, was in a 7-year relationship beforehand from age 14 to 21. He had recently been dumped after a 5-year relationship. Now, when we first started talking again, I guess I was pretty upfront and somewhat brutally honest about not wanting to sleep with him. I would turn down his flirting attempts and state that it was a friendship type of situation. But the more we spoke and spent time together, it eventually led into me initiating sex with him. We agreed on a friends with benefits type of situation, and that if either of us started feeling confused or anything, then we would back off, which we have done from both ends really. We went from talking absolute nonsense every day and spending every second weekend or so together to only hanging out once a month and messaging each other the few days before/after the plan to spend the night together. My mind was set on sex being a default part of us hanging out together. Every time we would see each other, it would happen, and then we would go back to living our usual lives, not messaging until the next time. Last weekend, we didn't have sex, and we had some pretty deep conversations instead. I opened up about how I never received physical affection or positive reinforcement from my family through my childhood. And so when I received it as an adult, I felt really uncomfortable because it's so new and I'm unsure how to accept or give it to others. And he said he was the opposite, received nothing but affection and positive reinforcement, so when he doesn't receive it, he feels that there's something wrong with himself. He also mentioned that I'm the only person he has felt he can rely on no matter what, and I don't want to ruin the friendship that we have. That same night, I fell asleep, cuddled up to him, and he didn't push me away or anything. And now, I've found myself craving that again these past few days, but I don't know how to just straight up say that to him, I guess. So I guess I've kind of been left feeling super confused, and now I don't know if I am genuinely developing feelings for this guy or if I just missed having somebody around. We have both positively influenced each other over this past year, but how do I approach him about where my head is at? I've had the weird "my parents would like you" thought before, and I keep trying to ignore that because we don't really share similar hobbies or have much in common. But we just seem to get along so well when we are spending time together. Does it seem like a mix of attachment or like the fact that we both became super vulnerable with each other and it's kinda another level of intimacy I didn't expect to reach with him? Sorry if this doesn't make sense. I just don't know how to start this type of conversation with him, and the fact that I could possibly ruin the friendship we already have is a massive risk I'm not quite sure I'm willing to take. And the top advice says, personally, I think it's simple. Is your mind focused on you and how you benefit from the relationship? Or is your mind focused on spending more time with him because you want to? And the second advice says, it's a hard question I sometimes ask myself. Am I in love with my boyfriend of 4 years or in love with the feelings of love and attention I get from him? I'm not great at understanding my own feelings. It's part of being autistic. I'm also an over-worrier and very analytical, so I've decided that since I care deeply about him, enjoy spending time with him, and would miss him if I lost him, I think that all means I must love him. We also started out as friends with benefits, which turned into something more. We had the messy start of having to talk about feelings and worrying about what would happen to our friendship if we broke up, so I can definitely relate to your predicament. However, the issue with us was we were basically already a couple. We were exclusive. We went to idle around the shops together. I'd met his parents. The only thing stopping us from being official earlier were the social expectations of dating around at university, which meant it felt early to pair off in the first year. What I'm trying to say is, if you overanalyze your feelings, you can argue this point either way. If you like him, find him attractive, find him funny, love him holding you, and miss him when he's gone for a long time, then that's all signs you're compatible and should try talking to him about your feelings for him. Sharing similar hobbies or having things in common is not a prerequisite for a relationship. He really doesn't understand the silly role-playing games I play with my friends, and I don't get sport or chemistry, but we like to listen to each other talk and try to understand what we're on about. Sure, it makes it more difficult when trying to choose what to watch together on Netflix, but as long as you have good chemistry and can talk about everything and nothing with each other, then that's more important than both liking the same things. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.